Then, Father, the rapture dream was over. You taught me that evil is just a word. Under the skin, it's simple pain. For you, mercy was victory. You sacrificed, you endured, and when given the chance, you forgave. Always. Mother believed this world was irredeemable, but she was wrong, Father. We are Utopia, you and I, and in forgiving, we left the door open for her. The rapture dream is over, but in waking, I am reborn. This world is not ready for me, yet here I am. It would be so easy to misjudge them. You are my conscience, Father, and I need you to guide me. You will always be with me now, Father. Your memories, your drives. And when I need you, you'll be there on my shoulder, whispering. If Utopia is not a place, but a people, then we must choose carefully, for the world is about to change. And in our story, rapture was just the beginning.
All right. Wow. That's all I got to say. That was pretty. That was kind of an epic ending. Yeah. So we get to see the, I guess, concept shots. All right. I want to kind of review the game here. The game itself was really good. It was much better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be Bioshock 1.5 more than Bioshock 2, and it really did build on the first game. There were some parts, you know, there's always going to be some cheap situations where I kind of got in that death sequence one time and all that, but beyond, you know, the little things, the game was pretty awesomely put together. I mean, it's one of those things that I would enjoy playing through this again and trying to, I don't know, use different plasmids, maybe focus on different weapons. Definitely need to go back and see if the drill is as awesome as everybody says. But I mean, overall, this game has been really, really, really a good game. You know, it was. Who? I just can't. I mean, it was rich. I mean, every interaction you had was meaningful. There was no, like, even just enemies you came across that were meaningful. I felt like they really did take the first game and step it up. Even, you know, the big, you know, as we see here, the big sister was a big improvement, I guess. I mean, it gave you at first it was kind of the mysterious enemy, and then it became, you know, the big baddie. And so, I mean, I liked it that they didn't go for the cheap twist in the middle of the game. I was afraid that, you know, I don't know, Sinclair was going to turn on us and all that, and he didn't. So I mean, I felt like they didn't try to eke out I didn't feel like they tried to prolong the game actually longer than it should have been. Some games try to, near the end of the game, send you on these long, unnecessary quests, and this game kind of kept it pretty, pretty concise. They, and it paced real well. The graphics were, some people say they're outdated. I thought they looked awesome. I mean, they weren't Crysis, but they weren't trying to be Crysis. They were trying to be, they gave a mood and they gave a setup, and it fit very well with the story. The dialogue was real well. That would have been a really awesome Big Daddy right there. That one looks like a Magic 8 Ball. I want to shake him. A Magic 8 Ball with guns. That's awesome. But I mean, the controls were good. I mean, it obviously was not meant. It was not made for the PC. It was made for the consoles and then ported. But they did an okay job porting it. It wasn't the greatest port. Some of the controls and the way they changed the way things worked with the pausing system and stuff. I feel like the consoles, maybe at least in that respect, have the menus are definitely set up for a console. But I mean, overall, the controls felt really good. There wasn't a whole lot of mouse problems. Trying to think what else. The soundtrack, you guys didn't really get to hear a lot of it, honestly, because I mean, there's a lot of copyright, so a lot of it is whole licensed music, and there's a lot of good ambient music that could have been there. I kind of had to limit that because my videos get banned from YouTube if I don't. But even just the fight music was awesome. The sound effects, I mean, you could hear people talking, it would freak you out. You're like, oh my gosh, they're going to come sneaking around the corner. It made you question, it would make you want to go charging around the corner because you thought you heard somebody. But I mean, beyond that, I mean, it was just awesome. Overall, the game was great. I recommend. It's definitely a. I mean, it's at least a rental. I mean, it might be a definite buy. So, I mean, after this, I mean, this is one of those games that people set the bar by. At least storytelling sometimes. No, it's not. Gonna be game of the century, but I think they really built on the first game, and coming from someone that loved the first game, this did not disappoint. So let's see what else to talk about till the credits are over. I don't know what that gun is. That looks kind of interesting. It looks like the launcher, maybe. It's a crazy emo little sister right there. Was it like battle-torn Big Daddy or something? Looks like he's like bleeding out everywhere. What the heck? We got the goat, we got the bat, we got the wolf. Let's see. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I'm completely out of things to talk about, honestly. I'm just saying, go play this game. I don't care if you rent it. I don't care if you buy it. Just saying, you need to go play this game. If you enjoyed the first one at all, you will love this one. And there's a lot more. It's a lot deeper. The story may not be as holy cow, now, because it's just, it's somewhat, you're used to the area. It's not a big mystery now. Now you're just trying to figure out why the heck you're back. I thought the whole Eleanor thing was a nice touch. It was really good. So see, here comes all the music. But the Eleanor with the main character and Eleanor, I thought they had a good interaction. I mean, I wanted to see her. I was afraid. Like when she blew up at the, when all that stuff blew up at the end, I was like, oh my gosh, she died. And I was like, I don't know, as choked up as a video game can make me. I haven't really, I don't know, these people get really torn up about video games. I haven't really had that much problem there. And that's not, what the heck? It's like, busboy.